Before I was coming to church this morning, I was just reminded of a story that I heard. That there was like a lion rescue lodge in southern Africa, and they had rescued a lion. And they had this lion cub that they had rescued. That its mother was no longer alive, so they brought this lion cub, and the lion cub slept with one of the dogs. They had a small little dog, and so the dog and the lion cub, they had the same bed. They shared the same bed together. And so you had this lion cub and this little dog sharing the same bed. And then one day the little dog got out of the yard and took off running down the street, and the owners couldn't catch it. They went to get it. But then they saw these two large dogs coming after it, just rushing up upon it, going to attack it. And they were, so loud and ferocious. But as soon as they got close to the small dog, something scared them off. They turned around and yelped and ran the other way. And the owner had to think back. It was like, oh, they smelled the lion scent on the dog. They actually smelled the fragrance of the lion. What the small dog had been spending time with was what had rubbed off on him. And so when these large dogs came to attack it, they didn't encounter just this small dog. They encountered the very presence that he'd been staying with. They encountered the fragrance that he had. And the Lord is saying, who are you spending time with? Because when you spend time with me, you take on my presence. You take on my fragrance, to the point where sometimes you step into a room and people react to you differently than they react to other people. Have you ever been talking with someone about another person? They're like, oh, that person's just mean. They treat me like this and this. And you're like, but I've never experienced that. They've always been so nice to me. You carry a different presence. You carry a different fragrance. There's places you walk into that you change the atmosphere. They're like, I don't know what's different. There's something off about it, something different about you. And they don't even have language for it. They're like, you have a different vibe. There's something to, you got this Zen spirit about you. They don't even know how to describe what they're smelling, the very fragrance of God on you. So I would encourage everyone this morning that even as we've offered up our sacrifice of praise, we've invited the presence of God, and that His fire is about to fall. Stay there. Linger there. Let His presence wash over you. And I believe even this week, as you go out and about your daily life and your chores and everything, you'll walk into places and people just kind of look at you funny. You're like, I wonder what that was about. And I think even getting into your car, you're like, oh, I spent time with the King. They smelled something different on me. So Father, I just thank you that everyone this week will spend that time with the King of Kings, with the Lion of the tribe of Judah. So when they walk into places, it's not just them walking into a place. They're carrying the very fragrance of God into that place.